I'm all kitted up with my air mask and I'm just going to pop it on now before it starts to steam up. Batteries are fully charged and there we go, air coming through. So my nose is protected, my lungs are protected, I'm protected with my smoke, and I'm going to start and work with the yew. Yew can be a funny material to work with sometimes as well, with regard to some people can be allergic to it, I've found, so best to err on the side of caution. But I think it'll be a nice material to be able to use to work with using these new Hunter System tools. So I'm going to start, I'm just going to pop it onto the actual chuck itself. Open the chuck up onto the jaws there, and we'll just bring the tailstock up. I've got a little point on there, so see what, yeah, that's marries up, so that's pretty good on there, so we'll just tighten that up. And the bowl shape is going to be calabash shaped bowl. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to work through all the tools, all three, and see which one works the best to create the curve. I'm going to go straight into shaping the bowl as well. So I'm going to start off with the small one here. This is called the Viceroy, this one. As I say, these tools are new to me, but they're not new to Hunter. I'm just going to start and just create a curve into there using the tool. Just creating a curve. Gently does it, we're not in a race. We are here to enjoy ourselves. I'm working both ways, and I'm just taking that up along there, clean up the end, literally leaning in. Now what I'm going to do now, at the moment I'm just practicing with this to try, because it is the first time that I've used it. But I'm going to try the big one now. That seems to be a little high because I want it cutting on centre, but on a raking cut. We've got a bark inclusion there. Don't forget there's a bark inclusion in there as well. Very sharp. Nice clean cut actually. Yew is notoriously difficult to work with as well. it's dry. And now what I want to do is start going back round to create like a calabash shape. Perhaps it's a little too close. So I want like a calabash shape, nice round. So that's the basic round shape there that I'm looking for. Now what I need to do is put the recess into there the size of the jaws of the chuck. So that's more or less the size there. That's the size of the groove there. So I'm using the left hand spur just to mark and making sure I'm not touching with the right. But what we want is for the two to meet up like that. So that will do. So I'm going to now, I'll go back onto the smaller one. This is the Viceroy. So with the Viceroy, I'm just going to take a little dovetail out of there onto the centre. Now with that, what I'll need to do is cut a square shoulder onto there. And for that I'm going to use, yeah, that's the point out of the middle. There we are. Just take that across there. Nice clean cut. There we go, into the bottom. Then I'm going to use a 10mm beading parting tool just to crisp up the little dovetail in there. Now we've got a bar inclusion here, so it's only going to be held on 3 places. It's not a bad finish on there. I'll see if I can improve it a little bit more. I'm trying what's called a shear scrape there. So I've got it down high and I'm doing a shear scrape around to there with the blade almost round at 90 degrees. So if you're looking at 12 o'clock, round at 5 to 3, the same as I would with a bowl gouge. Well, that's getting a pretty decent finish on there. I'll try it on here from this way down like that, getting a shear scrape on there, using it more or less like a bowl gouge, and round there like that, and go left-handed. Yeah, that's cleaned a lot of that. There's a little bit there. See if we can do some more on that. Just refining the cut. And I think probably I can get the abrasive out and use the abrasive on there. So we've cut that into there. Right, I particularly wanted to try a challenging piece of wood with these tools because I wanted to put them through with the paces. And really, the only way to do it, if you use a really easy piece of wood to work with, then fine. But this is difficult to work with, so I want to put through its paces. We'll reverse it round and then we'll start to hollow it out. That's a better way for getting a nicer shape. So that's where I'm going to go into the edge there. So So you've got a little bit of an edge there. Starting just backwards and forwards like that. Taking the bulk out and just going back. I prefer pushing in like that. Overhand. It's quite therapeutic using these, it's relaxing. It's different to the normal ball guiders when you're used to the normal ball guiders. But you know what, if I was only wanting to do occasional balls, just doing it for fun, or if I just didn't want to have to start the sharpen again and get, I mean, look at the cut on that. That's pretty good, that. I'm just going to zoom in on there. That's a nice cut from that cutter there. No torn grain at all. There's a little bit there, but that's not a great lot. I wouldn't be worried about that. We can sand that out. So again, I'll just bring that round to here. I'll get a little closer. 1200 I'm running that. And there you can see beautiful grain. We'll take that core out of the centre. So then what I'm going to need to do is reposition myself so that I've got room there to look inside the bowl. I always make a point of taking the revolving tailstock out of the centre just in case I'm going to stab myself in the elbow. So what I need to do now is cut a curve into there so I can lean over here and I can hold that like that and go that way. There we are, we're onto the bark inclusion there now. That's where the inclusion is, so I'm not far away from the depth that I want for that because I've gone in fairly deep. I can check it. There we've got into there, we've got a good 30 mil, so I can go deeper still. I think what I'll do is I'll put that a little bit closer there. I'm going to try and undercut under here using the Viceroy. That's very sweet. Very sweet. Nice, and it's clean, nice clean cut, no torn grain. You can see the back inclusion there. We'll go back onto the big boy, tucked under my arm like that. Into the back inclusion. that's difficult grain there, and that's actually quite encouraging, seeing the cut at that point there. Excuse me, I should be on that one. That one there, that part there is notoriously difficult, but that is, for you, that's a good cut. So if I get in the road of the camera, apologies. And then we'll zoom in a little bit more, clean it out. Probably as good as I'll get in there. Into there. Clean that out. There, with your bark inclusion there as well. Have a feel the curve, make sure the curve's how you want it. And into there. Don't forget we've gone up in the curve on the inside, so I don't want to go too deep in there, otherwise I'll go through the bottom. Stop it and clean it out. Still got a fair amount in there. Keep cleaning it out. Been keeping this ewe for a special job, because English ewe is beautiful when it's all oiled up. This for me is a nice special project to work on. So see, I met Mike years ago when I first bought the Badger. That's a pretty nice cut, that. I'm pleased with that. I knew it would be nice because I've always used the other one for my hats, and I like the finish that it gets on the hats. Control. This is why a long handle is useful, to be able to get that. Now I've got a couple of lines there. I think I might be better off using the Viceroy, because I can do that, but what I'll have to do is lean right over on there. Pick the cut up there, that's better, and just slide round, and blend the cut into there. That's much better, much better. Very pleased with that. I'll show you from the front what I did. I leant in like that, control, pick the cut up there, slide it around, just gently do it, blending the two together using the Viceroy. It was a sweet little tool, that. There we are, nice clean round there, happy with that. So I can sand that out inside, and I can sand that edge on here as well. And that's basically the Pixie Fairy Bowl, the bowl part of it. Once it's sanded, there's a ball sander there. We're starting off with 120. Turn the speed down and just use a ball sander in here. You can make these quite easily. Just a piece of threaded bar with a ball on, about the 4 o'clock mark, there. hit the 400. And then the next part of the project will go on to making the pedestal. And again, it's going to be interesting using the hunter tools to see how to cut the coves and everything like that.